Dear students, in our class 12, our first chapter is relation and function, and today we will see this chapter, relations and function. Actually, what is meant by relation? Relation is actually depending on the Cartesian product that we will see already in class 11. Okay, in class 11 we will see Cartesian product. You know what is Cartesian product between two sets? Cartesian product between two sets. Let we have two non-empty sets, A and B. Consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 elements belongs to this set A, and other is set B, which contains 2, 4, 6. Okay. Now there are two sets, two non-empty sets A and B. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is equal to 2, 4, 6. This set A contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elements, and B set contains 3 elements, 2, 4, 6. Now what is the Cartesian product? Cartesian product is the product between two sets in such a way that every element of A and every element of B will be involved, and it is denoted by A cross B. Cartesian product is denoted by A cross B. And Cartesian product is always the order pair. Order pair means what? This is the pair in such a way that 1 is related to 2. Means first element is from set A and second element is from set B. 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 6. After that 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, and last is 4. Now this element is remain, that 4 is related to 2, 4 is related to 4, and 4 is related to 6. This is the Cartesian product. Cartesian product is the order pair. This is called order pair. Ordered pair. Why it is called ordered pair? Because first element of this order pair is from set A and second element is from set B. Okay. Therefore, we will say it is order pair. In this every element of A and every element of B are involved. Therefore, it is called Cartesian product. Okay. After that, we will see Venn diagram of this. What is Venn diagram? This is set A. This is set A. This is set A and another set is B. In this set 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, and here 2, 4, 6 elements. Now we have to match or interact all the elements with each other like this. 1 is related to 2, 1 is related to 4, 1 is related to 6. Therefore we write A cross B is equal to first 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 6. After that 2 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, 2 related to 6. 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6. 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6. 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6. And last element is 4. 4 is related to 2, 4 is related to 4, 4 is related to 6. 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6. This is our Cartesian product from Venn diagram. Okay. Now, what is meant by relation? What is relation now? Relation is the interaction between two sets, relation between two sets in such a way that it is the subset of Cartesian product. Relation. Relation is denoted by R, capital R. And capital R is always subset of Cartesian product A cross B. It is always subset of A cross B. Consider one example. Consider two non-empty sets A and B. Let A is 1, 2, 3, 4 elements and B has 2, 4, 6 elements. These are the two sets. Now, let A or B. What is the meaning of this? A is related to B. A is related to B. Such that, what is the relation now? Let us suppose that B is equal to 2A, where A belongs to capital A, B belongs to capital B. That means relation between these two is B is equal to 2A. Well, what is the meaning of that? Elements of capital B is 2 times elements of capital A. Now B is equal to 2A. So, what is our relation now? 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, and 3 is related to 6. This is our relation now. As per this condition, B is equal to 2A, only this 1 is related to 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 6. This is our relation. Now it is in the form of set order pair. 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, and 3 is related to 6. 3 is related to 6. Okay, this is your relation R as per B is equal to 2A. Okay, now this set is always the subset of A cross A, because all these elements 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6 belong into A cross A. Therefore, R is always the subset of A cross A, Cartesian product. It is the subset of always Cartesian product. Now we will see two topics, Cartesian product and relation. Okay. Now other one is domain, codomain and range. We will see new subtopic, domain, codomain and range. Okay. What is domain? Let us see. Just now we have seen already example. Let us consider two sets A and B. A has elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B has elements 2, 4, 6. is our relation? B is equal to 2A. B is equal to 2A. This is our relation. That means A belongs to capital A and B belongs to capital B. Okay. B is equal to twice A relation. As per this relation, we connect 1 to 2, 2 to 4 and 3 to 6. This is our relation. Okay. This is our relation. Now R is denoted by 1, 2 order pair, 1, 2, 2, 4 and 3, 6. Okay. Now domain means what? The elements of set A having image in the set B. That means set of pre-images. This is also called pre-images. Pre-images. And this is images. Images. Pre-images and images. The domain is equal to 1, 1, 2, 3. Because only 3 elements of A are related with B. 1, 2, 3 are the 3 elements which are in the domain. Okay. Codomain. Codomain is the set of all elements of B. B is equal to 2, 4, 6. Because all the elements of B are images. Therefore, 2, 4, 6 also the range it is also called range. Range. Set of images. Set of images means 2, 4, 6. अलग समझ लगा? Understand or not? Domain. What is meant by domain? Domain is the set of elements of pre-images. Codomain is all the elements of set B. 2, 4, 6. All the elements of set B. And range is set of images only. Those are related. That only elements are belongs to the set of images. Understand? Domain, codomain. This is codomain. And this is domain. Domain, codomain and range. This is the difference between 3 sets. Okay? After that, we will see types of relation now. Types of relations. Types of relation. Okay. In this, there are many types of relations. First one is empty relation. Empty relation. Empty relation. Empty relation means empty relation is also the set of relation, but there is no element in relation, then it is called empty. R is equal to 5. If R is equal to 5, then it is called empty relation. 5 means null set. There is no element in this set R, then it is called empty relation. Okay. The first one is empty relation. Other second is universal relation. Universal relation. Universal relation means if R contains मीनिंग क्या होता है यूनिवर्सल का? जितने भी कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट के अंदर एलिमेंट्स है, ऑर्डर पेयर है, वो अगर R में आ जाते हैं तो उसको हम यूनिवर्सल रिलेशन कहेंगे. ओके, R contains all the elements of Cartesian product. Okay. Now after that there are two types of relation, empty relation and universal relation. Okay. Now third one is universal relation. Universal relation, empty relation, and other is equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Last one is equivalence. Equivalence relation. What is meant by equivalent relation? The relation R is called equivalence relation if it is number one symmetric, first reflexive, symmetric, and third one is transitive. What is meant by reflexive? Reflexive means AA all belongs to R. AA belongs to R. If AA belongs to R, then it is called reflexive. What is symmetric? AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC also belongs to R. This is called symmetric, reflexive. What is transitive now? Transitive, sorry, this is transitive actually. AB in the symmetric, AB belongs to R, also BA belongs to R. This is called symmetric. AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. Transitive means मतलब AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, implies AC belongs to R. This is transitive. Such type of relation is this. If the relation having AA belongs to R, AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, also AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R implies AC belongs to R, then it is called equivalence relation. All three conditions must be satisfied by it. Okay, this is called equivalence relation. We will see one example on this. That example is a relation R in a set A is called equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Let T be the set of all triangles in a plane with R is the relation in T given by R is equal to T1 T2 such that T1 is congruent to T2. This is our relation, given relation. Show that this relation is symmetric, reflexive and transitive. All three properties are satisfied by this relation. That means first one is reflexive. T1 belongs to R. Why? Because any triangle is congruent to itself. Therefore, T1 and T2 belongs to R. Therefore, it is reflexive. After that, second is symmetric. If triangle T1 is congruent to T2, then T2 is also congruent to T1. Therefore, it is symmetry. Third, if T1 triangle is congruent to T2 and T2 is congruent to T3, T2 is congruent to T1 is congruent to T2, T2 is congruent to T3, then T1 must be congruent to T3. Therefore, it is transitive. It is called transitive. Okay, understand? This is the one of the example of this replacement. Another example is R is equal to L1 L2. R is equal to L1 L2 such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. Now show that this relation is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. L1 is L1 first, L1 and L2. L1 and L1 suppose. Are they perpendicular to each other? One line is not perpendicular to itself. Therefore, this is not reflexive. Not reflexive. Because L1 is not perpendicular to L1. Second, L1 is perpendicular to L2 and therefore L2 is also perpendicular to L1. Hence it is symmetric. And last one, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, L2 is perpendicular to L3. Now see here, L1 is perpendicular to L2. This is L1, L2. And L2 is perpendicular to L3. Now see, L1 and L3 are perpendicular to each other? No, they are parallel. Implies L1, L3 not belonging to R. Therefore, it is not transitive. Understand why it is transitive? Because L1 is perpendicular to L2 and L2 is perpendicular to L3, but L1 and L3 never perpendicular to each other, and hence therefore L1 and L3 not belong to R, it is not transitive. This is the two examples on equivalence relation, and therefore this is not equivalence relation. This is not equivalence relation. Now tomorrow we will see another example on this. From exercise also we will see the another examples. Okay.